Hi, thanks so much for watching this video today. I am going to take you through one of my very favorite websites that I use constantly, both in my classroom and in my personal life, and that is Canva.com. Canva.com gives us the ability to make stunning visuals, amazing slide decks, worksheets, logos, graphics, videos, all these different things that our Gen Z students love and crave. Our visual learners really, really love the engagement that they get from these images. And it's a website that makes graphic design easy for anybody. You do not need to have a background in design to use Canva. You do not need to be super techy to use Canva. It's extremely accessible. And it's something that I think really could help you in your classroom. I know it certainly helped me. So we're not going to get into every detail of Canva today, but this is going to be a basic overview, some of my favorite features, and some suggestions that I have for Canva newbies. This is going to be our tour of Canva, my absolute favorite website of all time. That's not even an exaggeration, I don't think. So Canva.com, like I was saying, makes graphic design easy for everybody. You do not have to have a background in graphic design to use this website. It's amazing. You're going to start by creating your account. I'm already logged in here. You are going to want to make sure that you create your account, follow the instructions on Canva's website to apply for an educator free premium account. Trust me, it's worth it. Now, when you get logged in, when you have your account, you're ready to go. The first thing that you're going to do is come over here to create a design. You'll notice that there are so many designs that you can create. If I'm very honest with you, this overwhelmed me at first. When I first started using Canva, I didn't really know what to do with this. A few to point out. Presentation is going to be like your slide deck, your Google Slides, your PowerPoint, your Keynote. I tend to use logo. Where's logo? Logo right here, which is 500 by 500 pixels. I tend to use that for any sort of square image that I want to make. You'll see in other videos that I'm going to make that I use that for images with like interactive Google Slides, things of that nature. We also have the good old 8.5 by 11. You can make that either by clicking on something like a resume or coming down here to custom size, and you can change pixels to inches, type 8.5 by 11, and then you'll create a new design. As you get more familiar with different sizes of images, you can click custom size and put those sizes in, whether that's in pixels or in inches. And in the description of this video, I will link some common things that people want to make and what the size would be for those. So I'm going to click Create New Design. And so this is my 8.5 by 11. I'm just going to show you some of the basics of Canva in a good old-fashioned 8.5 by 11 image. Now you'll notice over here it defaults to templates. And if we check this out, there are so many, oh, that's cute, default templates that they give us here. We've got, I think most of these are for flyers. And then right now when I'm filming this, it is around Halloween time. So they put seasonal things. I might print some of these out for my own children. These are really cute. But we have different things that you can use, again, for free. Here, you just click on them. So if we wanted to create this Halloween sheet, we just click there. You can modify if you want to, or you can just leave it like that. You could do, let's see, oh my gosh, so many Halloween things. Let's see if over here we wanted to do, see all. Maybe I want to change this to, maybe I wanted to make a resume. They've got templates for resumes here that are editable. So you could put this here. You could change the text. You could change the picture. You can use these professionally created templates and modify them for your needs. You can also create your own. So if you want to start with a blank canvas, if you want to create a worksheet or an activity, a syllabus, whatever you want to create for your class, you can start with a blank page here. Now over here on the left, that's going to be kind of your home base for your tools. We'll go kind of through what the different things are. So elements. Elements is where you want to start. It can, again, feel a little overwhelming at first because this is like clip art on clip art on clip art on photos on GIFs, GIFs, hot debate. I say GIF. The GIFs. There are so many things available to you under elements. So I like to put in shapes a lot. So I can put in this square. I can go up here and click on the color. And I'm going to see that there are a bunch of different colors. I tend to put in my own palettes, but you definitely do not have to. So let's say I want it to be this cool green color. And let's say instead of a square, I want it to be more of a rectangle. I want to make a heading up at the top. I can click on these sides here and click and drag and make it whatever size that I want. I can click it and move it up. Maybe I want it right here. That looks kind of nice. Now let's say that I want to put an element, let's say a computer. I can click here on any of these little images. I like that one. I can drag it around wherever I want it. I can resize. I have so many different options here. If I want to make this a title, I can also use my text feature. So for text, it's going to give you 3 default options of a heading, a subheading, or a little bit of body text. You have options within these, so you're not limited here. If I'm going to go with add a heading, maybe I want it to say teacher tech. Obviously, I don't want it here, and obviously, I'm going to want it a little bit bigger. First thing that I do is I pull it up to where I want it, roughly where I want it. I can highlight my text and change the size. Let's say I want this to be 100. Ooh, now that made it kind of go into 2 different lines. I just pull the side of this box, drag it out, and it's going to make it 1 line for me. Now, maybe I don't like that font. Maybe I want to see what it would look like in a different font. Come over here. Canva is the source of all fonts. And if you have one of our free premium accounts, you are going to have more fonts than you know what to do with. To be very honest, this is where I spend a lot of my time in Canva, is just playing around and seeing which font I like the best. So let's say that I want this to be, I told you I spend too much time doing this. Sunborn looks great. Now that made it a little bit bigger, so I'm going to want to resize it, maybe make it 80. And kind of play around with it a little bit. Ooh, 70. There we go. And again, I can pull this down. You'll see that some purple lines appear to kind of help me guide into the middle. Maybe I want this to be white instead of black. So different options there. You can also use effects and make it shadowed, or I like splice a lot. Different things that you can do with your tech there, with your text. You also have font combinations if you wanted to take one of these designs from a professional designer and make it your own text. You can do that as well. You can also add audio videos. That's going to be more for your video media. It's a little bit step 2 or 3 on Canva. And as I go through this worksheet, I can keep adding in text. I can add in elements. Let's say that I wanted to put a notepad somewhere. I could put that in. I can again make it bigger or smaller. I can add some text to that notepad. I can drag this over and I can say, there are so many tech tools that you can use in your classroom. Change the size. I can change the size of the font. I can change the font if I want to. That's a fun one. And if I want to change the spacing, this feels a little bit like the lines are a little far apart to me. I can go here to spacing and line spacing. You just kind of pull this down a little bit so that those words come closer together. You can center that in the middle as well. So you can play around. So many things you can do with Canva. Another feature that I really like is position. So if you click on two elements and if you hold down Shift, it'll allow you to click on multiple elements. To my three dots, position, these are already aligned, so it's not going to do that. But if I said align bottom, do you see how that jumped down? I want it to align in the middle. So I'm not going to change that, but this will help you kind of get things in line if you need them to be. Now, once I finish, I go over here to download and I have options. I can download this as a PDF. I can download as a PNG, which is going to be a high quality image. If you're doing a video, you can download it either as an MP4 or as a GIF. You have a lot of different things that you can choose to download your work. And then you just click download and it comes straight to your computer. So those are the basics of Canva. There's so much more you can do, but those are the features that will really help you get started with this awesome tool. Thanks so much for watching.